Morning, Jennifer. I think Jennifer's frozen, Tara.
Oh, I
Y-
thought I was like, why is she so
y-
serious
Yeah.
as if she's sitting down to business?
So now we fooling around with
With
Tara
ourselves.
Lee. Yeah. What did you make for supper last night? Did you cook?
I actually didn't cook last night because I spent so much time training and I was too tired to cook. But I did have some things in the refrigerator. I made these jalapeno balls. So, you know, the ones that you get
Oh.
in the restaurants, I decided to make
Mm.
it myself. So I made it using cream cheese, some other cheeses, the jalapenos, and some spicy sriracha sauce. And I made it into balls, rolled it in crumbs, and then a little bit of egg, then rolled it in panko breadcrumbs, and then I fried it, and it was absolutely amazing.
Oh,
So I had some
wow.
of that kind of left over, and then that's what I was eating, and then I just like had a bagel. I
Oh, you
decided,
must. That's. I've actually never had jalapeno balls. Like I've always had it in like uh, like the actual whole jalapeno, and then it's crumbed and deep fried, like you would have it at the restaurant.
yes. But restaurants
S-
are now actually doing the balls as well. So I wanted to recreate that. So that's what I did. I like to make things myself and at home.
I'm
I-
I'm a little bit lazy like that. I must be honest with you. So yeah, I'm what I've discovered lately is especially when I'm on the go. So this is now maybe now I'm not making it, but I find what helps me and like now that I'm doing a little bit of exercise and a little bit of swimming and whatever. Shout out to Sweeney.
Coach
I
Sweeney.
find like I put like snack bars in my bag, like those little oats and
Yes.
sort of
Protein.
muesli. Yes, and protein. So and then I just have like a little bite, and then I can go on for like half an hour, whatever. I have a little bite, and an hour later I have a little bite, and I don't feel hungry because what I used to do is, hello Denise Blair. What I used to do was like, it's either I'm gonna have fruit or cereal or something in the morning, and then I won't eat for the rest of the day, and then it gets to like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am starving. So a little energy snack bar in your bag really does help. That's maybe just some advice from me.
Yeah, because the protein shake, like you still have to mix that and shake it and have some liquid, and it's not always the best time. A protein bar is actually probably the best option.
Uh,
Or packing a lunch, packing
y-
sandwiches, Jules, like we used
or,
to in school.
or take the leftovers of last night. I'm gonna speak about because now we're just trying to speak until Jenny comes. So there's a friend of mine told me, because he said, "Oh, would you like to eat something?" I was visiting, and he's like, I said, "Oh." He said, "I've got some leftovers of last night." I said, "What did you make?" Like, "Oh no, spaghetti bolognese." I'm like, "Oh, I haven't had spaghetti bolognese for a while with mince and all of that." So it was so delicious, and I said, "Oh, did your mom make this or did you make?" No, 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 I made it. And then he actually told me that he bought the please don't tell Jenny this. He bought the bolognese sauce, and it was oh, there she is.
These
Hi,
Jenny.
hi Jennifer.
Morning.
Hello, baby.
She's unfrozen.
Yes, darling, I am what do they call it? Frozen. I'm that princess. I'm frigid. Not in
Uh,
this lifetime, darling. I'm hot. Listen, it's load shedding. It just messed with all the settings on the computer and it
okay,
decided to reset itself. Sorry, guys, but this is such a lovely, easy recipe. We'll just
go for
hit
it.
the ground running. Yes. So, number one, bread, a glass. And all you have to do is cut it out like this. And you make a round. Remember what I said about let them in, please. And remember what I said about the crusts. You don't throw them away, freeze them. You can make some beautiful crumbs with it. You can make even bread pudding with it. And all you need is this. Now, the important thing with your muffin tin is you've got to spray the living life out of it, okay? You spray that, and then you take these little bread rounds and you pop them in. I'm going to just show you, Jules. You're going to love doing this, Julian. It's lovely for beach holidays. When you have all these wonderful leftovers, makes gorgeous lunches. Takey looky see, you just take it and you press it in, buttered. Now, you remember what I said about buttering your bread to all the corners of the globe, okay? And then it's in like that.
Is the top or the bottom of the bread buttered?
At the top. So the top is, and the bottom, because remember the bottom's getting the no-cook spray, or this is what I like to do because it's even better. It gives me much more deliciousness. I like to take some olive oil and then I just spray it like that into my tin, and then I brush it. Then I just take a brush, and then you go like this around all the sides because it's much more delicious, much more natural, really, really nice. So you can take it like that and push it in, and you'll get a much crispier base. So that's what it looks like. If you're only making 6, there's a hint and tip here. Always fill the empty ones with water halfway up so they don't buckle while you're cooking. Okay, so you don't have to make a whole tray of it. And then this is what you end up with. Okay, now you can make these the night before, or you could even make these and stick them in your freezer and then pop them into a bag, open freeze them, then pop them up, put them in a bag, and you can do a couple for breakfast or for lunch as you see fit, as the leftovers start happening. But it doesn't necessarily have to be leftovers. You can do anything in here. So then the next thing you do is you have to...
How long did you, sorry Jen, how long did you bake that in the oven for?
25 minutes. It's just long enough for the cheese and the egg to cook, okay? So these ones...
Where's the cheese? We missed the cheese and the egg.
No, we know we're coming right now, baby. Look at me. Cream cheese or even some fresh cream. I'm using some fresh cream. And then I'm going to use some beautiful, very strong, mature cheddar. Is going to go into this. And this is going to be very cheesy because I love cheese, seriously. And I'm going to use some leftover bobotie from last night. Because remember, that's already got egg in it. And there's nothing wrong with it. And you can do this, Tara, with also your lentil bobotie, you know, darling.
Yes.
Followed by a nice topping of little grilled watermelon. Would look really, really nice and taste delicious. So I'm making this nice and eggy. And then because I am beautifully seasoned with look at that, just mix it through. And because I'm beautifully seasoned with the bobotie, I don't need to put anything more in here, okay? Because this has got all the spices, it's got everything I need. Have a look. So in with my leftover bobotie, doesn't need to have a lot. Give it a good old mix. I promise you, these little bobotie tarts are the bomb. They taste delicious. Or you could empty the fridge. And I've got some chopped chorizo left. You could put some leftover bacon. You could even, as I say, make them from scratch. Make them look at this. Doesn't that look delicious? That's all happiness is.
Jen, sorry, I don't know.
Yes.
I think I missed something here at the beginning. So olive oil or the cook and spray in the tin, baking tin thing.
Yes.
Then the bread, the butter on the top, and
yes, but
then
you
put
butter
it
your
in.
bread.
Yes,
First
you butter
your
the bread.
Press it in.
Yeah, and then you put it in the oven to bake.
Yes. So look what I'm doing. I'm just doing the filling, like so. And then we just go.
Wait,
So the
I'm
bread's
also
baking
confused.
twice.
Do you bake it twice? Yeah. Do you put it in
No,
before
man,
you
you're
put
not
the filling
listening.
in?
You two have got attention deficit syndrome.
No, you
It
forgetting
starts
things. You're
from the very
confusing.
beginning. Yeah, man. You take one slice bread,
Yeah.
cut them out, save your crust, butter the bread. Take olive oil like so and put it in your tin and paint it nicely or spray. Okay? Are we on the same page?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Of course we are. Good. And then, not spray, spray. Okay.
Uh,
And then you press it in, my darling, in onto that sprayed prepared tin. Your butter's already in your bread, and then you just fill it. You just fill it. Look at this. Isn't this too divine?
And
Look at
then we
that.
bake it.
Then we
yes.
bake it, baby. Yes. So I'm going to pop these aside. As you can see, they've got their fillings in it. And then, ta-da! As
Oh,
magic.
wow.
These are Tara ones. Those would be Julian ones. You know what I love is curried mince. Curry, Jules.
Oh
Your delicious curry the
yes.
next day, baby.
Mm,
You cannot
mm.
go wrong with that. Look at these. They are
What's on the
exquisite. Now,
top of that?
that's a little bit of roasted pepper. So you can top
Okay.
it with baby marrows, or you can anything. These ones have got courgette in it and broccoli and lots of strong
Ooh.
cheese and lots of cream.
Ooh.
And then look at this. Just look at it. Look at that. Can you see the base?
Wow.
How fabulous
Mm,
that is. And listen, can you hear it? It's crisp as anything.
Ah,
Break it
crispy.
open, darling. This one's got corn in it. And it's absolutely glorious. And it belongs to me.
I'm so hungry now.
I'm actually gonna make that this morning. I'm gonna do a little
Jules, I
video and I'll
promise
send
you.
it to you.
I promise you, you're not going to look back. And make them cheesy, baby. Gorgeous cheesy. Make sure they are beautifully seasoned. The crust is just so, it's so soft and it's divine.
I've got cheese in the fridge, I've got cream, I've
Eggs.
got some pork sausages.
Oh, lovely,
Um
baby. Now we're talking.
yeah. I'm gonna play around with it this
Have
morning.
you got spring onions, chili,
I got chili definitely. I don't have spring onion.
parsley? That doesn't matter. You
I
can
must
use a
go
little bit of
check now.
onion.
I'm
A
sure
little bit
there's
of
a
onion's nice.
At what temperature do we bake?
180.
Okay.
180 for about 24. What you're looking for is this. You just want your egg. You treat it like a quiche. You know, you just need the egg to puff up, because remember your bread's already cooked. It's not like pastry, but you do want this lovely exterior. That's why I recommend you can
Now,
use sunflower
sorry,
oil if you want
Jenny.
to. What now?
Now you're confusing me again. Now you're saying because remember your bread is already cooked.
Well, it comes baked already.
It's
Like
not
baked.
raw.
Like so. Where's my bread packet?
No, it means the bread is already baked. It doesn't need to be cooked.
Oh.
It's not like
Brilliant.
raw pastry.
Oh, help me, Rhonda. Save our soul. My
Okay.
day's beginning. My day.
Yeah. Bread is baked already. Yeah, when you buy it from the shop, it's baked already.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, you just want to crisp it up nicely. That's why I say olive oil or any canola, sunflower. I'm an olive girl.
Okay.
Oh, Julian, I'm finished.
What's in the blue thing there on the table?
What do you like? Fresh cream?
No, the one there in front.
This.
Yes.
That's for my dirty spoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's for my dirty spoon.
And
And
where
then-
did you
There
get
you have
that beautiful bowl? I haven't seen one like
Oh
that
my
since
gosh,
my
it's the
grandmother's
bowl.
house.
Oh,
Sorry. That's the bowl.
Yes.
I've been
That's not
promised.
from my grandmother.
I've been promised that bowl for. She's gonna leave it in a wall.
Since
for
last year. No, you're all going to get that bowl. Watch, you know me, Julian. I will just say,
Yeah.
what's in the box?
It is
one
beautiful. It is
Day.
beautiful.
One day you'll get what's in the box. It's a
Mm.
lovely bowl. And yes, my mother had one. My granny had one. I remember from my grandpa actually had one.
So Jen,
Enjoy
just a
it for today.
just a quick idea, like so if you want to make that look even more dramatic when you're serving it, let's say it's a little brunch or whatever, and you're putting it on that beautiful serving tray, whatever you want to call that, and then like what could you do to like, you know, just make it a little bit more dramatic?
Okay, normally what I do is I whip up some cream cheese. And I'm talking about you take your cream cheese, you whip it up so it's nice and light. I put chives in it and I top it. And you can take little salmon roses. So if you make a plain one on the bottom, like with spring onions and a little bit of dill, you know, that kind of thing, your cheese, your eggs, you can even put corn with salmon, doesn't mind. And then on the top, you just put lovely cream cheese and little salmon roses, beautiful, because you can show off, and then a little bit of maybe some a fish roe, or if you're really, really fortunate to have beluga, caviar. Well, invite me.
We
But you
must
can
talk,
top it.
we must talk about caviar one day.
Love it.
You need to
It's
educate us about caviar. I don't know, maybe
sure.
Tara knows about caviar.
I don't. I really don't. I don't eat caviar or fish.
I
So
I've heard that they serve caviar on first class
Oh, I've been
airline.
there,
Oh, have
especially on
you?
Emirates. Oh, Emirates service. I love it. It was purely accidental. David and I were at the airport,
Mm.
and we left the business class lounge, and we were flying to go and do a show for Food Network, and they started calling our name, and I thought, now what is wrong? So they said, please report to the desk. We get there. So the lady says, can I see your boarding passes and your passport? So we give the passport, we give the boarding passes, and she has this like stern look on her face. She picks up the passes in front of me like this and she tears them. I thought, you can't cancel me.
Uh,
I've got a whole film crew waiting for you. You cannot cancel me. What's going on? And she gives me two, was seat number one. They'd upgraded us to first class. It was incredible. Yeah, it was really, thank you, Emirates. I hope you're watching.
and then yeah, and then
I'm
you
flying
and
soon
then you,
again.
yeah.
And Asian.
And then you had caviar.
It was delicious, and it was beluga. It was really, really nice. And each one of those little eggs, I just put into my hot little mouth, and I took them and popped them on my tongue. I took them on my tongue and I popped them up against the roof of my mouth, and I savored every little mouthful. Yes, darling, can you taste it?
Yeah,
It was incredible. It just rolling that around your mouth. Oh my God, what a sensory. Yes, Julian, I can see your mouth watering. It was really, really good. But it's sadly, Shane, you know, because they milk those poor sturgeon fish and they take all their babies away to give you those. Yeah. But it's really, really delicious. Delicious, like you don't understand. But you can get caviar too. You can get olive caviar, Tara, for you.
olive caviar. That's more like a tapenade.
No, there's one that they make that's almost will give you that same little sensation in your hot little mouth and push your tongue up against the roof of your mouth. We shall arrange. I will find it and I shall put it in a box.
Jennifer,
Yes?
we have to go. We have to
Oh,
go.
yes,
No,
Yeah, we
already.
way over time.
Oh,
yes.
all
Thank
right,
you
darling.
so
Bye-bye.
Thank you
much.
so much for the
I'll
recipe.
see you next week.
Yes. I see you next
Bye,
week. Love
Jenny.
you. Love you.
Bye.
Be good. Bye-bye. Be good. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.